everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Savannah and welcome to my coverage of the brand new Jurassic World Evolution 2 DLC, the Secret Species pack that is coming to the game in just a day if you're watching this when it goes live on March 13th. As always, thank you so much to Frontier for allowing me early access so I could jump in and take a look at these animals. In this video specifically, we're going to be talking all about the Spinoraptor, one of the new hybrids that'll be added to the game, one of 4 new species. So we're going to take a look at its animations, its social interactions, we'll let it hunt some guests, we'll look at its stats, all its colors, everything. So to get things started, I have a few things to release, including our Spinoraptors. Let's go ahead and take a look at their exit from the hatchery animation, and then we'll take a look at their stats. Wow, he really comes out of there guns a-blazing. He rushed on out of that hatchery. Love the claw. That is the first thing I noticed. Look at how much it bounces as he walks. Now, I don't know off the top of my head right now, comparative to the actual Velociraptor in the game, how that differs or how it's the same. But it looks really good. Now, I'll say this with all of the species, or 3 of the species. These guys were already in Jurassic World Evolution 1, the first one, but they've had a little bit of an upgrade. I think overall, all of the models do look a lot better than they did in the original game. I really like this little guy's sail, and I say little guy, he's still a predator, right? He's still a carnivore, but love the little sail, love the eyes, love the stripes across the nose. Of course, what we're looking at here is the default Frontier skin. So if you don't modify the genome, this is what the Spinoraptor is going to look like. I have to keep reminding myself to not say Spinosaurus. That's what my brain wants to say. Now, of course, we have to take a look at all of these new species at night because, as you can clearly see, we have bioluminescence in Spinoraptor. Where in the heck are you running to, buddy? He just decided to do a couple circles. But if we, let's pause and just take a look at this. We have obviously the stripes down the back onto that tail, really bright tip of the tail here. And then some spots all over the face. The spots I wasn't really expecting too much. Looks really cool. I'm gonna pick a less crazy one here, one that's not quite running in circles and fighting. But there you go. Yeah, so we have the bioluminescence in all of the species coming with the secret species pack. Just getting some bright colors. This is the Lux coloration, as you can see. This is Death Valley and Lux as the pattern. And that is the bioluminescent one. I'm pretty sure it's the only bioluminescent one for these guys. But yeah, looks pretty cool. Not really something that's up my alley, as you probably know if you've watched my videos. I like the more subtle, neutral, kind of earthy toned looking dinosaurs. But really cool nonetheless, right? To have this like glowing, you know, spectacular coloration on your dinosaurs definitely makes them cooler to look at night. And yeah, that is that's this guy. Now let's go ahead. I have a few set. This is a randomized genome set. Let's see if we get a different exit animation and take a look at those colors. We get a bit of a top-down view there as they come running on out of the gates. We have what looks like, I believe, just a plain, right? This is going to be, yeah, Champlain Valley and blank pattern. Can we have one that actually has a pattern on it, please? There we go. So this one is Great Sandy Desert and Lux. And our third one, oh, is another blank pattern. Oh, we get a bit of a social animation, though. I will have to catch that one in a better angle for you, but how sweet. So sweet. So run at each other, talk to each other, and then like a little nuzzle at the end. So there was the social animation for you in a little bit better of an angle. It's almost as if the first guy gets scared, right? Like one is standing here and the other one runs up and he kind of gets startled. Like, oh my gosh, my friend is here. And then they talk about it and then they kind of nuzzle at the end. Really like that social animation. I've said it before, I love when the carnivores and predators get like sweet animations with one another instead of just them being these mindless killing machines that are constantly trying to just eat things and, you know, that kind of stuff. I think it's sweet. I'm going to release a couple more just to see if we get ones that don't have blank patterns and they're already fighting. But yeah, I'm going to release a couple more. Okay, we have just a few more to look at now. We have this guy right here, which as you can see, Gambia River Basin and lithobates kind of roaring. This is a ambient behavior there. Oh, actually, this is the start of a fight. We'll watch this as we take a look at them. Looks like a classic raptor fight behavior so far. Jumping at each other with those big old claws. Yeah, classic fight is what it looks like. Anyway, so we got this guy. We also have this one right here as Sonoran Desert and Rana. And of course, we'll take a look at all of... Oh, look at that! A little itch animation shaking his head off. We'll take a look at all of these guys in the species viewer at the very end and take a look at all of their skins. But for now... Oh, are we going to get something? Oh, is he chasing his tail? That's so cool. So that's another little ambient little animation. Very cool. Like I said, I love when they get little sweet animations like that. I will try to get all of these in a better view, better lighting. But for now, let's go ahead and take a look at them in the hatchery. We have Spinoraptor here. Base appeal is going to be 342. Actually, let me just make sure. Let me change this. This doesn't have anything to do with the appeal, right? No. Okay, great. I just wanted to make sure. I actually never tested that before. 342. So comparative to, I mean, what should we compare it to? Not really much in the way of medium carnivores, right? I mean, Gigantoraptor is a little bit less than that. Concavenator is a little bit less than Spinoraptor. Oh no, it's a little bit more, right? 342 comparative to 351, but just barely. So just under Concavenator. Carnotaurus is going to be even less, only at 300. But anyway, so 342, got a large appetite chance of 25, antisocial of 25%, and intolerant of 50%. Synthesizing batches are going to be 1 to 3. You can see their cost here. If we move on over, here is going to be their needs. They are fish eaters. They like Velociraptor, Indominus Rex, and scavengers, and they dislike all of the carnivores, and everyone dislikes Therizinosaurus. Moving on to their base attributes there. If you want to pause it and take a closer look, you're welcome to. So that is them in the hatchery. We got quite a group here. Let me go ahead and see if I can't catch some animations for you all. Of course, they sit... And he's going to take a little nap, just kind of in like a half circle like they usually do on his belly. Very, very cute. They do the little carnivore rub their face on the ground. I like that. It was a little bit longer than some of the other animations. Kind of rubs his head and then takes a minute to kind of sit there. Very cool. And of course, they drink. Quick little sips and then a shake of the head. Pretty standard. Now these guys are fish eaters. I just put this down. Let's see how it goes. Hopping up onto the edge of the feeder itself. Wow, are we going to get all 4? shooting their heads down into the water, snapping up those fish. I can't quite tell if they interacted with one another or not. I kind of think they might have, but I couldn't quite tell. Let's see one more time. Click on this guy, see if anybody else hops up on there. Now this is obviously a single animation because there's only one of them up there. Oh, okay, so they do interact with one another. They both kind of go for the same fish. One of them gets it, and then they kind of talk to each other about it. And then that was the singular animation where they just snap down and grab a fish. I love the little detail. I don't know if you could tell. When they got up on here, they hold on to the rim of the feeder with their hands. Watch this guy as he jumps up. Look at him hold on right there. How cool is that? That is such a cool little detail, like steadying himself as he shoots down to grab a fish. I love that. So there you go. Yeah, so they eat out of the fish feeder. There's that animation twice for you there. We have the little tail. He doesn't quite chase his tail, but he turns around and kind of snaps at it like he's not quite sure what's following him. Again, love the small animations like that that make these guys seem like more than just mindless killing machines. You know, they're actual animals, and they interact with one another. They interact with themselves. And do more than just murder things. So I think that's really sweet. I like that these guys, they've got like 2 or 3 different ambient behaviors so far that I've found. So really cool for a carnivore. You see him doing the tail thing over there as well, and him as well. They do this all the time. Now, here's a question I don't have the answer to yet. Just because they eat fish doesn't mean they won't hunt smaller dinosaurs, right? We're going to go ahead and release these poor homocephali, always the bait for these bigger guys, and we'll just see what happens. I haven't tested a goat yet either. I will, but I'm assuming because they don't eat that, then they won't hunt it, right? That took absolutely no time at all. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's not a new animation. Oh my goodness, hold on. We have one more. They just went right after these guys. Jump on them, yeah, roll on their back, kick them. It's not a new animation. I forget what dinosaur we actually had that to start with, like where it originally came out, but I do remember seeing that before. Okay, I have it in slow motion. This homocephali is actually like really, really close. So can you guys, oh, just kidding. He said, I'll do it anyway. All right, there we go. Let me release one more and try to get that in slow motion for you. Oh, they are actually eating this. Are they marked as, let me synthesize. Are they marked as, no, they're marked as fish. Okay, interesting. Yeah, it shows how much I know about that. And it looks like they have the same kind of animation as some of the other kind of pack hunting dinosaurs, is like these two run after him even though they're not actually hunting this homocephali. I'm going to go ahead and let out a Dryosaurus just to see if they hunt anything, you know, slightly bigger and see what happens. Look at these little guys, just making the most of their terrible situation. They're in here to be food, but that is not going to keep them from socializing with each other. Well, it took a little while, but he is in fact going after Dryosaurus, so let's go ahead and take a look. Right in the tree. Oh, okay, well, that was, I don't know if that was new or not. I couldn't really see it that well because of the tree. So we do have one more Dryosaurus in here. Where in the heck is he? So I'm going to see if I can get that again. Now, I did also forget, I made some Gallimimus just to test them as well. So I went ahead and threw them into the exhibit just, you know, just for giggles to see what happens. Okay, going after the Gallimimus here. I don't know which one, but let's see. Okay, same kind of animation as the Dryosaurus then. Runs up next to him. Oh, let's actually get this other one right here. We'll do this one in slow motion. Runs up next to him, kind of bites his whole body, and then drags him to the ground, kills with a bite to the neck. So we'll see this one in slow motion here. A bit of some glitching there, but yeah, you guys get the point. Runs up next to him, grabs him by the body, drags him to the ground, and then a kill with a neck bite there. So same thing with Gallimimus and with Dryosaurus. Oh, look, we're going to get it one more time here. Can I do slow motion for this one as well? Right in front of the tree. Great. Nothing super special about that one, but I feel like there's some dinosaurs that I've tested just recently that don't really do anything with these ones. So glad to see that there is an animation there. So moving on to something slightly bigger here. I let out a couple Werosauruses just to see what happens. So we've got a fight initiated. Looks so far just to be kind of standard animations. I haven't gotten a kill animation yet from either one. But yeah, just jumping at him, using those big back claws, and then Werosaurus, of course, swinging that spiky tail, hitting him on the side. Who's gonna win? Looks like Spinosaurus wins, but no death yet. We do have, clearly, some injured animals. Okay, so no special kill animation, unfortunately. This Spinoraptor succumbed to his laceration injuries. But yeah, no special kill. Let's let something else out, shall we? Let's see. I'm just curious if we get like a pack hunting animation for something just a bit bigger. So I'm actually going to release the Brachy as well as... Oh, did I not? I meant to synthesize an Edmontosaurus. So let me do that real quick. And then we will test. No, that's not what I wanted to synthesize. Edmontosaurus. And then we will test that. Let's get rid of all those eggs. Select you. Yes, please. And we'll get you into the exhibit. Okay, we're going after the Edmontosaurus, but it looks like it may only be one of them. Let's see. Yeah, so I know that was a really, really terrible angle, but that is a already in the game animation. Was this guy pack huntable by the Velociraptor? I'm not quite sure. I know for a fact like the bigger guys were, but I can't remember if Edmontosaurus was. But no unique animation for Edmontosaurus and Spinoraptor. So Spinoraptor was actively choosing to starve to death. You can see how low health many of them are with the Brachy over there. So I went ahead and released Spinosaurus just for two reasons. One, I wanted to compare what they look like together. But two, I just wanted to see if they had anything special with one another, you know, since this is a hybrid of this guy with a Velociraptor. So let's see. Comparing them before they get into their fight, obviously huge size difference, but we got this little sail, just like Spinosaurus has his big sail. We do have the same kind of elongated looking face with kind of a round nose on the front. Well, I shouldn't say much longer than a Velociraptor, a little bit longer than a Velociraptor. And then we have the little bit of a hump or bump on the back of the head, back of the neck. And yeah, that's about it. It kind of just looks like a mini version of Spinosaurus. And then we obviously just have these big old raptor claws from Velociraptor. So let's go ahead and let this fight play through and see, what happens. That was an extraordinarily quick determination there. No special animation, unfortunately. That is a bit of a bummer. I always like, we'll give it one more chance just to see. I always like when they get, you know, special secret animations. And of course, I'm not going to, oh, you guys are not going to fight. Not going to test every single combination of dinosaur. I do have one more to let out, and I imagine that Indominus Rex and Spinosaurus are going to go after each other. But, you know, I just wanted to see if they had anything special, because these guys like Indominus Rex. I'm wondering if there's anything there. They don't like Spinosaurus because it's, you know, another carnivore, so that is to be expected. But I'll see if anything happens, and then we'll release them upon the public and have fun with that. What a shock. These two are going after each other. Now, after Spinosaurus killed a couple more of my Spinoraptors, I didn't get anything special, just the same super quick kill animation that's normal and a bit boring. These guys started a fight, so I thought I would tell you about it while we watched them. It looks like nothing special there either. Now, obviously, I don't know if there's a special kill animation, but I'm going to go ahead and move on, release these guys, or rather try to get them to escape and release them on the public and see what that looks like. Wasting no time here, as soon as I turned on escapes, looked like we have just a normal head-butting the fence escape, and then straight away after the guests. I shouldn't sound so happy when I say that, I realize. Oh my god! Awful lighting. I will get that again. Hold on. Let me remove some trees. That was better than I anticipated. I'm going to get rid of all these trees, all the potential for shadows, and I'll get that again. Now, I did switch this fence to a non-electrified one and had them re-escape. I couldn't get them to climb over the fence. So it looks like whenever they break out, they just kind of bash through it, like many of the other dinosaurs do. Which is a bit of a bummer, because I was hoping being, you know, part raptor, they would get up and over that fence. But, you know, oh well. Wow, he's like playing with them, right? Runs up and grabs him by the foot. Lets him dangle for just a minute, like he's in no rush, right? He has got that guess. There is no way they're getting away from him. Really cool animation. You're taking a nap, but you clearly killed someone. I'm gonna get that just a couple more times. That was better than I expected. Wow, so I didn't notice. The guest actually trips as Spinoraptor is running up to him. We'll see, these guys are just on a killing spree. Actually trips, and Spinoraptor is able to then grab them by the foot and shake them around like that. That's a bit crazy. I really like that animation, and again, I shouldn't be so excited about the guests getting just absolutely murdered, but really cool. I love when Frontier adds new and special animations that potentially are unique to this dinosaur, because it just makes them, you know, individual and unique and fun and interesting to look at, you know, all the different types of kills and things like that from all the different types of dinosaurs. So there you go. They are like going for it, man, killing everybody in their path. And on that note, let's go ahead and jump over to the species viewer. We have our Spinoraptor here with the default skin of Death Valley and Rana. We've got lots of different colors. I mean, all the same colors that we are used to. Let me change it to a blank pattern so we can just take a look at the colors. So we have Sonoran Desert, Death Valley, Great Sandy Desert, Champlain Valley, Salar del Huesco, Limpopo River, Killian Mountains, like an all-white dinosaur. That's pretty cool looking. Yukon River, Svalbard, Amazon rainforest. That one's kind of cool with like the yellow underneath and then the kind of like, it's like a pastel-y, like purpley blue on top. Oh, wow, that one's really blue and purple. Mangrove forest and Gambian River basin. And then the pattern obviously adds like all of those stripes that we were looking at. Now, I kind of really like the white stripes on a lot of the different colors. I think they look really cool. If you guys have watched my videos before, you know that I am more of a fan of the neutral colors than I am like the bright colors. But for Spinoraptor, all of these colors are pretty like tame, aside from maybe a couple. You know, this purple, what was it called? Lux. This pattern Lux is quite bright and whatnot. Now, we did see the Lux coloration, which is this one that it's selected on at night, because that one does obviously glow. But as far as all the other patterns, they're not too out there. I mean, lithobates might be the brightest one other than Lux. Yeah. So most of these are, even the colors here are not so out there. Mangrove forest is probably my least favorite. I don't really like the pink kind of purpley on this dinosaur. And then his little nails look green down there. Look at that. Anyway, so there is all of the different colors for Spinoraptor. We do have some of his little animations here. What is that one? Just ambient looking around. Yeah, checking out. Oh no, this is a little scratch. There you go. Little grooming scratch there. Shake of the head. They walk, and of course they run. They sit down, and they sit down and scratch their little face and rub it on the ground. We saw those in the actual exhibit. And that's Spinoraptor. Hopefully I didn't forget anything and you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of Spinoraptor down in the comment section below. And of course, while you're down there, leave a like, hit subscribe, and keep a lookout for the other 3 videos that hopefully should be hitting my channel today. Oh, are we going to get a social animation as we say goodbye? Looks like we are. Yeah, make sure you take a look out for those other 3 videos that hopefully should be coming out on my channel regarding the secret species pack. That one's a little bit hard to roll off the tongue there. And I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!